Why has the mainstream press, mainstream media as it's called, been so evasive on the issue of the birth certificate's authenticity to begin with? Naturally, they got thrown off by the Osama bin Laden capture only 3 days later. Why has this issue, do you suppose, been so avoided? Is it an oversight, or are they satisfied with the birth certificate which has been produced?
Well, it's just a conspiracy theory, remember? I mean, that's what it's all about. Anybody who believes that Barack Obama should have to prove his constitutional eligibility like other presidential candidates obviously is a conspiracy theorist. Even though, of course, that wasn't the case with John McCain, and the U.S. Senate held hearings and took in evidence to determine whether he was qualified. I think the big issue, Scott, is quite frankly, the real problem is that the media have no respect for the Constitution at all. And they see this little Article 2, Section 1, you know, it's an anachronism, doesn't mean anything. The intent is good. He's a citizen. What difference does it make? Natural born citizen, and so forth. I think that is the root of the problem. The other problem, of course, with the media is that you know, they're essentially a propaganda arm for the Democratic Party. So if the Democratic Party, you know, puts forth the Tooth Fairy as a candidate, they're going to get behind him 100%. You know, to boil it down to its essence, I think that's what it's about.
How about fair and balanced Fox News? Why haven't they been pursuing this issue? They've got the audience, a more conservative audience.
Well, I hate to cast aspersions because I have many friends at Fox News, but Fox News has its own interest to protect. Billion-dollar multinational corporation, does all kinds of business, has all kinds of business concerns. I don't know why. I don't know why they haven't taken an objective, thoughtful look at this critical constitutional issue. But the facts speak for themselves. They haven't, and you should ask them why.
What did the facts reveal? What do the facts indicate?
Well, in the beginning of this story, it was a simple quest for evidence and documentation. And when that was not forthcoming, we had to search for as much in scratch for information as was possible. Finally, when Jerome Corsi's book, Where's the Birth Certificate, hit #1 as the #1 bestseller in the country, Barack Obama felt compelled to release what he purports to be his long-form birth certificate. And the media, of course, at that point were perfectly satisfied because he released it. We were asking him to release it, and he released it. So they didn't bother to verify it. They didn't bother to examine it in any way. But everyone who has come to the same conclusion, that it's a phony, fraudulent document. And I think we're going to find out more about that in the days ahead.
And so this whole notion of the birther movement, you think it's fair?
Well, I'm not involved in any movement. I'm involved in a quest for the truth. This is, for me, this is an endeavor of journalism. We've put a lot of resources into it, paid a heavy price for pursuing it as vociferously as we have, but we intend to continue to pursue the truth. And I think at some point, whether it's this election year or next year or in the future, the facts are going to come out. They always do.